Hello reformers and welcome back to Perisno. Now, as you can see on the screen, we have been awarded by Queen Arwen a wonderful gift, and that is indeed Fyhrr Castle. I find it a bit amusing, the name though, personally. I think that is terrible. Anyway, let us now accept the honor, and we are going to be in a really good spot. So as you can see, I've just been waiting here. I've literally just been waiting here, not really doing much. And we're going to be managing the castle. And is that a blacksmith? I can't quite see it because the writing is over it. Yes, it is. That's fantastic. Okay, so Shijin reckons that the building is going to take 10 days. All right. Okay, show reports. What does that do? Ah, okay, I see that. Right, okay, so we do have a very small garrison here. Not going to be placing any of them, well, any of these in there at the moment. Whoa, 10 Knights of the Eagle. Wow, that's insane. That's really nice. Eagle Lords are even more fun to play with. That is going to be great. And then, of course, we have Allendale here who has advanced in level. So let's see what we can do with him in a bit. Okay, so what do we have here? What do we want to do? Well, I don't think he can get anything more. Can he actually get more than 10 surgery? I don't think so. So that would then lead us to believe that speccing into strength would be the next best thing. So I suppose we're going to go for some wound treatment. There we go. By all means, do let me know as well if surgery and those things can go above 10, because obviously I don't necessarily know. Usually those things, they will tell you whether they have reached max level. So I'm a bit suspicious that we might actually be in with a chance of actually getting some pretty decent surgery skill, like 15. That would be absolutely crazy. So let's just see Scout for a second here. So these are all 10. Right? Yeah, these are all 10, but obviously they're not 10, naturally. They are kind of 10 in a different way because obviously I haven't leveled them up myself. So let's just actually take a look at some of our, I think Marcus will probably have some level 10 skills. There you go. Okay, so that's the thing. Can you get 11 in Power Strike? It doesn't say that this is max level, but something tells me that I think it probably is max, so we don't really need to worry about that. I know that in previous versions of Perisno, there were actually skills where you could get 15 in those skills, so that is pretty cool if I do say so myself. Anyway, we're going to wait here for some time, and we're going to see if anyone decides to attack us. As you also see, we have a bunch of assets in Lille and Elsinore. They're advancing pretty nicely. Ah, there we go. We now have the castle giving us a little bit. Oh no, we're not actually getting anything from the castle at the moment. Oh, that's a shame. But we are gaining a pretty decent wage as it is, so not too bad there. Okay, so I don't think there's anyone wanting to take this at the moment, so I think that's fine. And I think what we're going to do is I would very much like to go to either Merdenhall or Bolgan. I think Bolgan is a little bit closer, so I think we're going to go over there. And who's that? Lord Gelius is being attacked. Oh no, Celius even. Lord Celius. Okay, well, that's fine. He can just have a good old fun time with that guy over there. I'm just going to mosey on down and sell some of these things. And I think, I don't even know whether I want to use this, to be honest. I mean, it's less damage, but it is higher speed, only by a small margin. So I suppose I'll just sell it. It's not really worth it, is it? Okay, so we're going to just sell a bunch of our food as well, because it seems like we're not running out of food very easily at all. So seems like the foraging skill is just coming in handy there. Anyway, let's see. Ransom broker. Yes, ransom broker. There we go. 23,000. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so what I'd like to do is I'm going to buy something here. I'd like to buy every man, yes, in Bolgan, something or other, and then we're going to speak to the guildmaster and see if we can... Oh yeah, let's do it. Weavery and Dye Works, 2,300. An oil press, 1,900. It seems like a Weavery and Dye Works is literally the only thing that is good in, you know, in most towns, shall we say. So an ironworks, that's actually pretty decent. 1,970 for 15,000 orums. Not bad. Not bad if I do say so myself. But I think we're just going to go for the weavery and dyeworks. That's going to give us the most profit. There we go. All right. So that's nice. We're going to have that up and running reasonably soon, and hopefully Fyhrr Castle is going to start paying off its rents and things like that. Oh, from the Kretus monarchy, I see. I actually thought that was a Valahir clan vassal for a second, but no, it's actually a Kretus monarchy person. Oh well, that's pretty impressive. He was defeated. And oh my, the garrison here is absolutely awful. Okay, it seems like I'm going to need to go in here and speak to some people. Okay, press num1 to store 10,000 orums in this fief's treasury, or num2 to withdraw. Press num3 to switch on and off this fief accumulating money from rents tariffs. Aha, okay, so that's nice. Thank you very much for that. Ah, really? We don't have the constable yet. Oh no, we don't have the constable yet. That's a shame. Okay, well, let's actually just press was it num2? Oh, there you go. Okay, num1 is to put 10,000 in. Okay, I don't know whether... Do I want to do this? I don't even know. I guess I'll just leave 10,000 in there. But I'm a little bit worried about it, to be honest. I feel like we're probably going to get attacked as soon as I leave. And that's not very good at all. Okay, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait here for a little bit. And we're going to see what happens. And then if something doesn't happen, then I will assume that the Tauranians are a little bit busy. Ah, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Oh yes, this is our constable, so there we go. That's exactly what I wanted to wait for. Thankfully he has now appeared, and we will be able to recruit a couple of units. Now obviously these units are going to be a little bit difficult to retrieve, because you know what's going to happen, right? Yeah, they're going to get hunted down to the ends of the earth. Now, of course, we can also hire a household guard. I don't have a lot of money right now, so I think the best thing for us to do right now is to get troops. I'm going to try and do this, but it's going to be really, really difficult, I feel, for him to actually, you know, bring them back. I think it's going to be very, very difficult. Okay, I'm going to enlist a patrol, and we're going to get the best troops around, and we're going to tell it to go to Fyhrr Castle. Thank you. There we go. Alright, so let's speak to the... Are you serious? This is the patrol? Okay, I guess it's pretty decent. I mean, they have some Crimson Rangers and some Sunset? No, not Sunset, but Sunrise Riders. Yes, they have some Sunrise Riders. Okay, so did they actually... Yes, there we go. I need you to reinforce a garrison, Fyhrr Castle. There you go. Okay, so they're going to go in there, and the two recruiters are going to go off very, very fast. Wow, they're moving at 16 speed. That's crazy. But I have a feeling that they're probably going to get caught. That's not going to be very good. But anyway, let's take a look at our household guards. I'd very much like to take a look at those and see what the sort of customizations are all about. Very good, sir. Each of these men will cost you 10,000 orums. These men do not come cheap, as they are the most adaptable in all of Perisno. That is too expensive. Do I really not have enough money? Do I really not have enough money for 10,000? Or was that 100,000? Did I misread that? Oh no, if I misread that, then that's absolutely awful. Ah, accumulating money from rents, tariffs, enterprises, instead of sending them to you. No, I think that's fine. I think that's okay. Okay, so how much? Is it actually 100,000? No, it's 10,000. It's not too expensive. Oh, I need it in the treasury, don't I? I need it in the treasury. Okay, so each man will cost 10,000. Wow, okay. That's pretty harsh. That is pretty harsh. Okay, well, let's just hope that the recruiters will do their job. Sure, they can join me. I have no space, but yeah, join me, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to attack this Galway patrol very quickly, because I'd like to see whether maybe Galway might actually be an option for us. I'm going to see whether that's actually possible, but I'm kind of thinking probably not, but you never know. Maybe there'll be some option for it in the future, and maybe it would be a good idea to sort of scout it out a little bit and see what happens. But anyway, these guys, obviously, they will have shields, and they're going to be a little bit more difficult than the Zand to actually deal with, because, you know, shields, they actually do make a pretty big difference. Oh yeah, we actually did hit someone, which is pretty impressive, I gotta say, considering he was moving at a pretty fast speed. Here we go. Oh, they have two-handed weapons? Okay, apparently they don't have shields. Oh, okay, well, I'm absolutely fine with that. No problem at all, yes. Take that, you Tolranian hacker. Yeah, you're not getting into my network. Yeah. You get it? You get the... it's a pun. Terrible. Okay, well anyway, let's... I think I'm just going to tell everyone to charge in, actually, instead of going in myself. I am a little bit worried about taking... am I dead? No, I failed my attribute check, but I did gain some... Did I just gain some HP? I did gain some HP. That's a little bit strange. I failed my attribute check, but I gained some HP anyway. That's very, very weird. Okay, well, as long as I'm able to kill a couple of units in every single battle, Scout should level up pretty reasonably, and hopefully he'll be, you know, up to fighting strength. Hopefully faster than, you know, anything else. But do you see, we actually lost no troops at all. I'm actually really surprised by that. I don't know why. Don't know why that happened, but okay. Happy with that, I guess. No problem at all there. And we will now take a look at Galway and see what the garrison is like. Oh my. Yeah, we probably don't want to deal with that anytime soon, do we? 1,473 is too much. I think a little bit too much for my liking. So instead, this is the thing. This is my castle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. And the problem with that is that it is extremely far away from the last horde that we require for Shijin's quest. So it seems like I'll need to cut away once again and just wait at Federo Castle for some of the recruits to turn up. Alright, so I have decided on a pretty nice course of action. I feel like this is going to pay off dividends in the future. But anyway, what we're going to do is, as you can see, I've already placed a bunch of my own units in the garrison here. We have already received the Ilantoran recruits, from the recruiter that I sent out, and I've also now sent out a new recruiter. If you where is he? Where did he go? Did I not send? Yeah, I thought I sent out another one. I sent out another one to the Maccabeans, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. But as you can see, we actually are getting another recruiter on the horizon, which is fantastic. So hopefully this will... Come on, let me... Are you... Get out of here, demon worshippers, are you serious? But yeah, as you can also see, I have instructed my trainer to level up our forces into ranged units. So hopefully that's going to pay off in the end as well. But anyway, there's another 51, that's fantastic. So now we have 100 and... Come on, 100 and... Are they not? There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure why it took a while for that to register, but yes, we now have 188, which is very good. And now what I'm going to do... Yeah, this guy wants to fight me, which is very annoying. But yes, now what I was wanting to do... I hope they're not going to attack my castle now. Are you going to attack my castle? Oh, please don't attack my castle. That would be very irritating of you. But anyway... Yes, my plan was to actually go after one of the spearheads. Go after one of the spearheads from the Zan and hopefully try to capture as many of their prisoners as possible and rescue as many of their prisoners as possible. And then with those prisoners, place them in the garrison. That would make an absolutely fantastic thing. So let's actually try and see whether that works. Oh yeah, now this is a bit of a problem as well, because of course they do outnumber us, but hopefully the amounts of units that I have here are going to be enough to sustain us. But I am a bit worried about this now, actually. Maybe I should not have done this. Well, let's see what happens. I think we might have a pretty decent shot at doing this. So how many cavalry do I have? 14? That's really not very good, but I don't think it really matters too much. Let's just tell our units in the front here to sort of stand in the front. That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Let's tell them to stand closer as well. And yeah, so what's happening here? Well, things are things are going okay, I guess. Yeah, things are, yeah, okay. It seems like they don't have too many mounted units, so I suppose that's going to make a big difference. And it seems like most of them don't actually have they're not very good tier either. So I'm going to tell my infantry just to actually charge in here. Slighter and Marcus were eliminated. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I seem to have taken them into the hornet's nest, as it were, and that has taken a bit of a toll on their HP, so yes, you can blame me for their deaths. I'm sure Scout is particularly happy to see all of his wonderful, wonderful companions die. Certainly not. No, certainly not. Well, you know, technically they're not dead, but you get my meaning. I'm just using a general term there. And, okay, so how are we doing so far? So far, not bad. So far, not bad. Everything seems to be going within normal parameters. Normal parameters. Yes, for some reason, I'm embodying Data from Star Trek The Next Generation now, for some reason. Not entirely sure why. I haven't been watching it. Haven't been watching it lately, at the very least. But anyway, yes. It seems like everything is working as intended, I suppose you could say. I am being shot from a variety of different angles, though, so I'm not particularly appreciating of that. Okay, could you just die already? Yes, thank you very much. There we go. This is actually a pretty cool way to level up Scout, to be honest, because they have a lot of archers, and these archers are generally not very well armored, so it's quite easy for Scout to get a couple of kills while he's riding around on his mount. Of course, I could just bring out my bow as well, and I could shoot a little bit. You know, we need to shoot and get a couple of kills this way and that way, and hopefully kill this guy who's killing me. There we go. Well, I didn't actually kill him, but, you know, the point still stands. Anyway, there you go. That was a pretty easy battle. And we are going to get paid. Oh yeah, we're going to get pay dirt for this. So there you go. There's some Elantoran maidens we lost, but that's absolutely fine. We can replace those relatively easily. So now, these are the units I was talking about. We're going to take every single unit that is below Allendale in the list, and we're going to place them. Oh yeah, we're going to place them in the garrison. I didn't get that many. I didn't get that many. I was hoping for a little bit more than that, but that's okay, I suppose. And we also have 63 prisoners, so of course I can take those, and I can place them in the garrison as well. So we have a little bit of a nest egg, I suppose, just in case Elsinore gets taken or something along those lines. Now, what I do need to do is I am actually going, I think probably off screen. I'm probably going to do a little bit on screen just to show you the process, but I'm basically just going to go into Elsinore and steal all the prisoners and sell them to the ransom broker in the tavern. That's literally all I'm going to do, and I'm just going to rinse and repeat that over and over and over, and hopefully get so much money that I will be able to get a nice household guard, and will hopefully be able to, well, hopefully they'll be able to carry us forward into the future. And the future, that hopefully being that we can maybe overthrow the queen and become either the husband of the leader, you know, in case no one else supports us, and in which case we're going to be supporting our wife, of course. And otherwise, if we are unable to, if we're unable to do that, then we'll try to become the leader of the Elantoran faction, which would actually be fantastic. I think that would be a really, really fun and exciting thing to do. But obviously, that is down to a couple of things. We need to make sure that a lot of the vassals support us, and I don't know whether I'm actually going to be able to do that very easily. I mean, yes, I can help them in combat and, things like that, but it is, I don't know, I think it's much more difficult than I make it out to be. I think it's going to be quite tricky. Yes, quite tricky. Anyway, let's try and get all of these guys in the garrison here. I want this to be the best, most well-defended castle in all the land. Obviously, I think that's impossible, because there are some castles with a very, very good garrison of, like, I don't even know, 800 units or something. So yeah, probably not going to be able to get something like that, but I'd like to be able to get something that is relatively, relatively strong. Anyway, I'm going to try and put all these people in here. There we go. Wow, these are a lot. Very nice. And of course I could sell these, but at the moment I don't have the space for the prisoners, because obviously I've lost a bunch. as, you know, prisoner management scales with the amount of units you have in your own army. You know, we found that out a long time ago. I think it was in, what was it? One point, oh no, I can't remember the Perisno versions, but I've played very many Perisno versions, and I've personally felt like that change, allowing prisoner management to scale with the size of your army, that change is absolutely fantastic. I really love that, because it enables so many different options. And it means that you don't have to spend that many points in prisoner management either, which is even better. So yes, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I think I'm actually going to end this episode off here, and I'm going to be running around and, wow, there's Onishi right there. But yes, I'm going to be running around, and I'm probably going to try and fight one more spearhead. I'm not going to fight this guy, because I think he has a couple too many units for us to deal with. But I'm going to try and find another spearhead with about 200 units. Going to fight them again. You know, you've seen that. You know how it goes. And then I'm going to go back to Federa Castle and give like a bunch, you know, in there and do that process again. And then, as I say, I'm going to go to Elsinore and do what I need to do there. And I'll show you the end of that particular process and how much money we've made. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.